everybody, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to review the Lavender Violets gel polish set that I got from Amazon. This is the first kit that I got starting out with gel polish since I've been here. So yeah, so it's natural resin formula, bright colors, easy to soak off, UV LED soak off gel polish set. It has 18 colors, a base coat and a top coat. And yeah, these are hard to get out because of the foam case encasing that it has. It holds these in really tight. And with all my kits, I kind of just keep them in the cases. It's easier for me because of my setup. I don't have like a display case or anything like that where I put my polishes. But yeah, I was showing you those two because it's like a red and a reddish orangish color, and they kind of look so similar in the bottle. But these are really good colors, very bright, vibrant colors, unconventional colors, not just the standard red, blue, yellow colors. They're really good for nail art. They're good for ombres. They're good for any nail art design. I've used these a lot. Like I said, this is my first kit, so this is the one that I've been using on my nails when I started out here. I didn't have any gel polishes. I had a bunch of just regular nail polish, and I wanted to get into gel polishes. So this is the first kit that I got from Amazon. These are the swatch palettes that I got from Amazon as well. Everything I get off of Amazon. I love Amazon because they have everything and it's affordable. So yeah, these swatch palettes that I got, I think it's 10 or 20 in a pack or something like that. It's just a few dollars. So I got these so I can do the swatches. So I'm just setting up to do the swatches, and I have a paper towel because a lot of these gel nail kits, they have for some reason lint in the bottle. I don't know why. It kind of, like, the kits really, I mean, they're bad with that. I don't know how it gets in there, but yeah, sometimes you'll just use polishes that have lint in the bottom. Also with these kits, this kit in particular, this kit does not have labels, color labels. I don't know the names of these colors. They're not on the box. They're not in any pamphlet or anything that the kit came with. It does not name these colors. So I'm just gonna rename them. Hey. So this is the red. One thing I noticed that I'm looking at the swatch palette that I did as I'm doing this voiceover, and the colors are a little bit different from what the camera is showing. So, but this red is like a really deep red. So it's like a perfect red. This one I'm doing, it looks like a reddish orange, a blood orange maybe, a dark orange. But it looks a little pink when, on the video, it looks a little pink right now. Sorry, excuse me. But it's like a blood orange color. See? They're similar. This next color, I guess you would consider it to be the orange of the kit, but it looks like a bright salmon-y color, like a bright salmon orange, but it's really bright. And on here, it looks like it's going on pink, but wait till you cure this. It looks orange when you get them all next to each other. It looks like a bright pink, but it's really a bright, I don't know, bright salmon looking color. I don't know. I wish they would have labeled their bottles so I could, see what they call these colors, because they're just so unconventional. And this is the yellow. This is a really bright yellow. Everybody knows how I feel about yellows and whites. I just, because they're streaky and thick and they don't go on good. They don't level out. They're not self-leveling or anything like that. They just don't go on good. But this one actually does. This goes on good. It's not streaky and thick like traditional yellows and whites. So when I want to do my nails yellow, this is a good yellow to use. And even though the bottles seem really small, you get a lot of usage out of them because I've had this kit for a while. And this is the green, lime green. It's a really pretty, this lime green is so pretty. So pretty. This one just glides on. They all just glide on. But yeah, you get a lot of usage out of these little bottles. So I wouldn't worry about that part. But that's a really pretty lime green. And this next one looks like a bluish green. This could probably be the teal of the gel polish kit. This could probably what they would consider the teal of this kit. So but it's a really pretty color too. This one, see how it looks like a blue? But it's that one that I'm doing now, it looks blue, the bottle. But this is actually like a hunter green or forest green or dark green. It doesn't really look blue to me now on the swatch. It looks like dark green, forest or hunter. But you could use that for nail art too, as a green, a dark green. And let's see, what's next is the blue. This one is it's like a light blue. It's not a baby blue and it's not a sky blue. It's just light blue. And it's a nice color. I really like this. You know what it seems like? That some of these colors have grays and blues mixed in them. When you get to the greens, it's like there's gray and blue in there. But yeah, I love that color. I love that color. I'm a blues kind of person. Blue is my favorite color, so it's every shade of blue I just love. And this is a really good blue to me. So yeah, so I just cured these because before I've like totally messed these up doing swatches. Like, it's horrible. But yeah, I had to do
procedure.
Well,
let's get the personnel out.
You get disbarred for that.
Right.
Yes.
And that's exactly what happened with this guy Kleinsmith, who changed an email to say Carter Page was a CIA informant. Carter Page was not a CIA informant. That was ridiculous.
You know what has to happen here, not just with the gentleman you mentioned, debarment, but heads got to roll or nothing in Washington ever changes.
We'll go to jail on this.
Well, you're going to have to wait till Durham
Okay.
is done. The U.S. Attorney Connecticut operating under Barr's authority, then we'll make that, we'll have to wait till then.
You and your colleagues, and Ron Johnson want to interview Obama administration officials as part of an investigation into Vice President Biden's son's involvement with the Ukrainian natural gas company. We know that Hunter Biden was paid $50,000 or $60,000 a month, right, working for Burisma. We also know that Hunter Biden traveled with Joe Biden, then Vice President, to China on Air Force Two, came back and actually got $1 billion in his fund. What do you want? Do you think you'll ever get that opportunity to interview them?
We're going to have to try, because you follow the facts where they lead you, and we go to the reports that we've had and what we know, but we don't know everything. And so I can't really answer your question until we get to that point. But one thing that irritates me about this whole process, everybody says it's been debunked already. How do you know whether it's been debunked until you get the investigation done?
Yeah, I mean, you've been incredibly efficient and detailed in terms of the Office of Net Assessments and what Stefan Halper was being paid. I'm going to talk with you about that on Sunday Morning Futures, and we appreciate you joining me in a couple of weeks on that to go through what he was doing running into Carter Page as an informant. But you're also focused on drug pricing legislation. Real quick, what is the bill?
Okay, well, this bill is one that saves the taxpayers $100 billion. It has a cap on the amount of money that any one person pays for drugs. It will make sure that we do away with the donor hole in the Part D, that senior citizens have to pay more money. We're taking away the perverse incentives to sell the highest priced drug, because people get rewarded for selling the highest priced drug. We want to get generics on the market faster. And the most important thing is we want to have a year-over-year cap price increase in drugs. We'll let the pharmaceutical companies recapture their research and everything else they have. Getting that on the market, and then when that's done, then they shouldn't do a price increase of more than inflation.
Well, this is a really important bill. Senator, it's good to have you.
It's what the president wants. It's important goals. He talked about it last night in Battle Creek.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Chuck Grassley. We'll be right back.
The first one about a year ago. Talking about watch what transformed life out on this floor. It's something that we've said all the time. The weakest, the thinnest, the fastest impeachment in U.S. history. Schumer even admitted, trying to ask for more witnesses, that what happened on this floor over here was wrong. Now we have the own Speaker of the House who is so embarrassed. She admits the failure of his impeachment, but she will not even send it to this committee. So embarrassed at the press office, she wouldn't even take your question. Not a good thing. She's admitting defeat by not sending. By refusing to send impeachment over, she knows it's out of time. She knows the facts are not there. There's no basis for it. At the end of the day, the American public needs to know. So with that, let me open it up for questions. Yes?
Do you worry about your legacy, defending a man who suggested last night that John Bolton might be in hell, half a 16-year-old girl said she has anger management problems? Is it difficult to defend a man who talks like this?
The question to me is, am I worried about my legacy? Am I worried about my legacy standing up for the Constitution? It's not, that it is not impeachable for the president. The question before me as a member of Congress is that impeachable? Even, which I would consider probably the most respected constitutional scholar, someone who's not a Republican, a Democrat, John Turley would say, the only abuse that was moving forward was the Democrats. That there was no bribery, there was no obstruction, and that's the job that I have. Will I be embarrassed of the fact that I just served for a year in Congress, and the record of this Congress is more subpoenas than laws? I'm embarrassed that this is the Congress that did that. I'm embarrassed that this Congress promised to be different, and they haven't. I'm embarrassed that this Congress designed their entire time, from selecting of their committee chairs, from the freshmen on their first day, to Adam Schiff, the only one one goal of impeaching the president. When they moved to that impeachment, going against everything and every fear that Alexander Hamilton had, that the animosities would be so great, they used their own political raw power to do something different, and they did it, and now they're so embarrassed they wouldn't send it over to the Senate. I'm embarrassed about that.
Should we say anything good about John
We've
Dingell?
had a record number of Republican retirements over this Congress and the last, including Mark Meadows today. What does that say to you about the health of your party?
Health of our party is very strong. Let's talk about it. Last Congress, when we had retirements, I was sad about it. I wish we didn't have it. I wish Congress would not be that. I've never met him, Dan Crenshaw, new, young, Navy SEAL, who's now probably the strongest Republican on social media talking about policies and ideas. It's healthy. And for those who are afraid about Republican retirements, I would not be. If you take the average of the retirements based upon where, if you look at the president's votes and others, it's an R23. A Republican's going to replace Mark Meadows. I wish Mark Meadows would stay. He's been a great man. But from the same point of when you look back, the thing about the Republican Party, we don't believe this should be your entire life. I watched Steny Hoyer, and he's a dear friend of mine, but he said in his speech the other day that he's been here 38 years. I don't think that's what our founders designed or thought. And with the Republican Party, we're healthy, we're renewed, new-blooded. What's happening with a lot of retirements when you look across, and in 2010, I happen to be the recruitment chair. Remember, in 2010 is when Republicans defeated 63 Democratic incumbents. If you measure us today of where we are as a party of those who are running for office, we have more than 100 more than we had then. We have more women Republicans running for Congress than any time in the history of the Republican Party. And veterans and others. So we're stronger than you and I. If you sit today, I watched Speaker Pelosi said, what she had, she had a definite swing in her step. That may be true because her conference is going to be a little lighter and a little smaller. And the Republicans is going to be stronger after today. So, if you're asking about the party, you're asking about retirements, Republicans are going to replace. I think the question is, Speaker Pelosi, when she started this impeachment, she promised her own members that the public would be full. And we found that not to be the case. She promised they'd be stronger, they're going to be smaller. We're the strongest conference after. I just don't find that any of this was healthy in any aspect that you mentioned. It definitely is not healthy for our government, but it's definitely not healthy for America itself around the world. Yes?
Two-part question. If you could respond to an earlier question about can you defend Trump's remarks about the late John Dingell. But my question would be, this week federal prosecutors revealed that Lev Parnas, Giuliani's embedded associate, received $1 million, came up during his bail hearing. As you know, some of Lev Parnas' money was sent to your committee. You donated. Can you respond to both the development in the SDNY prosecution, what that means for now the linking of Dmitry Firtash, the oligarch, to Parnas, and what that means for the investigation?
I don't know. The investigation will continue to go forward. I thought you were going to refer to, when you said what happened this week, I thought you were going to refer to the judge based upon what happened in the FISA court and the FBI spying on the campaign. That was a great concern to me as well. Question to John Dingell. I knew John Dingell, I knew Debbie Dingell. So I guess that much pressure outweighed to these 31s their own constituents. But the difference is 11 months from now, the constituents will have a voice. For all the frustration I see, this is still the greatest because the people have it.
This impeachment vote yesterday was sandwiched in between two pretty bipartisan major votes this week, the spending bill, which had both bipartisan opposition and bipartisan support, and USMCA today. The Democrats say that shows that what they have said all along, that they can walk and chew gum at the same time, that they can hold the president accountable while also legislating. Do you think that it shows that there can be some bipartisan cooperation despite all of what has been hanging over Congress over the last several months?
There could be a lot of bipartisan support, but let's just take your question.